Hey everyone, welcome to a Let's Play one-shot on Variety Friday of Kirby's Dreamland. Let's get this started, shall we? There we go. Now right here on the title screen there's a couple things we can do. I want to show you if we push down select B on our controller, we get into configuration mode. Now in here we can change the vital, which is how much HP Kirby has. So you start out with 6 HP. You can go down, all the way down to 1 if you want, super challenge mode or something. You start with 5 lives. You can go up or down. I think it only goes to 9. Yeah, just 9. And you can do a sound test. We're not going to go through all of them, but there's a little sampling for you. Interestingly, I don't know if there's any way out of this menu. Oh, there we go. You just press start to go back. And then exit. And we're back to the main menu. Now, if you do up select A, it puts you into hard mode or challenge mode or whatever it's called. And that is super freaking hard. I have never been able to actually beat that. But the base game I can beat in about 20 or 25 minutes. I'm not a speedrunner. I'm not going for any records or anything like that. I've just played the heck out of this game since I was a little kid, so I hope you guys enjoy. We're going to watch all the animations and all the silly stuff along the way. I'll show you a couple secrets. This Kirby game is the first one ever, so you're a little limited in what you can do. You can swallow, you can spit, you can jump, you can fly, you can duck, and that's about it. This is one of the very few Kirby games that doesn't actually have copy abilities. I don't remember where that started, if that was Kirby's Adventure or Kirby's Dreamland 2 that had it first. There's nothing in this house that I need, it's just some health restoratives. I think you get a double power shot if you inhale 2 things or more at a time. But it doesn't break through like in later Kirby games. It can still only, what you spit out still only hits 1 enemy before it's used up. This guy you don't even have to move. You can just hang out here, swallow his bombs and spit them back. Even if he does his jump attack, he jumps right over you. And we're done. Well, we're done with that guy anyway. Still lots more game to get through. Whoops. I'm certainly not perfect at this game, but I do have a lot of fun with it. And I think that's important with a lot of things in life. Bet you didn't expect to hear some sage wisdom during a Let's Play of a Game Boy game from the early 90s, but you don't have to be good at what you do, you just have to enjoy it. And if you don't enjoy what you do something else. I'm talking about hobbies, of course. I realize there's barriers to that in the job market and such. Okay, here's a silly thing you can do with this boss. You can stand on his head, just the way the collision boxes or whatever are set up. Okay, let's actually do it. This is Wispy Woods. I think he's possibly the most iconic Kirby bad guy outside of King Dedede himself. Boss bad guy, I should say. There's a iteration of Wispy Woods in most Kirby games, at least the ones that I've played. And here we are on stage 2, Castle Lololo. LOLOLO. Which didn't have the same meaning back when this game was made. The microphone power-up lets you kill all enemies on screen at the same time. There's another room up here. I don't need to go into it. It's just health restoratives that I don't need. The bomb does blow through multiple enemies. That room has a lot of stuff you can explore, but not much to do, as all doors will eventually lead here. And to the stage's mini-boss. Three hits and he's all done. Here's a fun power-up in this room. That soda bottle there is just a health restore, but this is fun. This is the spicy curry, and it lets you breathe fire. Spicy Kirby. You can spit out a constant stream of fire this way, and you run a little faster. Well, not constant stream, but constant bursts of fire. It's the faster running that's really nice. Something I didn't notice when I was a child is there's actually a slight difference between these two. One's wearing a bow, and one is not. That's really hard to tell on the old Game Boy. Such a tiny postage stamp-sized screen, you know, it's hard to make out details. But on modern computers, which are much more well-lit and larger resolutions, you can see those little details, which is pretty cool. Okay, stage 3 is Float Islands. One thing I want to mention as we're going along is perhaps you can hear my controller as I'm playing. It is a little bit clicky. I apologize if that's the case. Actually, I'll just change the way I'm sitting here at my desk and hold the controller under the desk, which will provide a buffer away from my mic. Here we go. I'm not hearing it in the monitor, but you never know. This mic is really sensitive. Nice thing about, speaking of mics, nice thing about the mic power-up is it actually kills those cannons, like that one that was down in the water. There's no other way to kill those that I know of. Oops, did not need to fly. Over to the left is simply a health restorative that I don't need, because we're doing pretty well. There's a little secret here. It's a door in those blocks. And the door leads us to a 1-up. But wait, you say you're missing 2 hit points. Are you sure you don't need the health restorative? Yeah, I'm sure. It's fine. I grabbed one of these earlier in the game, but this is a Maxim Tomato. It fully restores your HP. The other health restorative is those HP bottles, the soda bottles rather, excuse me, and they restore 2 HP. As far as I know, those are the only 2 health restorative items in the game. There's another 1-up in that door over there that I didn't want to go through, because I want to use the faster speed to keep running. Gotta go fast. Wait a minute, this isn't Sonic the Hedgehog. Wrong slogan. Does Kirby have a slogan? It'd probably be something like, "Hi!" World's worst Kirby impression. Okay, here's a fun power-up. The Mint Leaf. It's like spicy curry, but you fly while you're doing it. Uh-oh, I took a hit. That's fine, I've got hopefully enough HP left. Oh yeah, we're good now. And that boss is done. Okay, stage 4, Bubbly Clouds. Here's another fun level that I know a couple of secrets in. Can get a couple secret exits. Oh, okay, that was annoying. Oh yeah, it's not really a health restorative, but you do regain all of your hit points in between levels. I hate these rabbit things, because they explode when you hit them, and if you try to suck them in, that happens, and then they explode anyway. Those supplied me with plenty of anxiety when I was a young'un. Okay, all of a sudden I am doing terribly. I'm down to 1 HP. Gotta be a little careful now. Pardon my silence, I'm just playing a little extra cautiously right now since I don't usually find myself down at 1 HP. Okay, over here is our first secret. This is actually an exit, so if you come over here and press up, mint leaf. Okay, right up ahead is one of those soda bottles. Give me 2 HP back to get me over to this Maxim tomato. Which will give me the rest of my HP back. And down here is a 1-up. Oops, wrong button. Wow. Misplaced my thumb. Okay, I've been standing in the wrong spot, I guess. But that's okay because you are done. He'll be back though. The eyeball flew off the side of the screen. And yet another mint leaf. I'll go for the health restore there. I should have got that Maxim tomato that was over to the left, but that's alright. I'm not too concerned. More spicy curry. Now, up to the end of this level, or this section I should say, that moon is also an exit. So let's go through the moon. Start over this way. Maxim tomato. Another Maxim tomato, just for fun. I'm gonna let that 1-up go, because they all fall, so I can get that 1-up at the bottom. And on to the boss. This guy's got a few attacks. The one where he swoops is the only one that I'm worried about. I gotta make sure that I jump in time. As long as you stand just far enough away, he won't hit you with his beams. Oh my goodness. That was an interesting attack pattern. So you just gotta jump over when he swoops, and then suck up the dudes that he throws at you, and use them as ammunition. Just like that. And just like that, we're on to Mount DDD, Stage 5. Man, this music, what do they say? This music slaps. It's good. So in here, we have kind of a boss rush. You gotta go through little micro versions of each of the worlds again. Rearranged just a little bit. And find the other Kirby, which finishes off all the enemies. And then we have a rehash of the boss fights. And while the levels are a little different, as you just saw, the boss fights are exactly the same. Come on, I know you want to. There we go. Ugh, I really don't like those mask guys. They, always trick me. So these ones are interesting. As I mentioned earlier, one has a bow and one does not. They have 3 hit points each, so now that I've hit that one 3 times, he's gone, and I gotta hit the other one twice more. Once more. Oh. And done. Well, with that boss. This is the only area of these mini levels that is an exact repeat, because the whole thing is the boss chamber. I guess you could say the same of Wispy Woods, technically, since you do have to jump through a couple of cliff levels to get down to him. This is my favorite one. Because all you gotta do is fall straight down after that guy, and we're on the boss. My favorite mini level, my least favorite boss. Oh no! He threw another enemy at me there, and when I spat out the first little guy, it hit the second little guy and didn't actually damage the boss. I'm not sure if that's actually ever happened to me before. A unique experience, I suppose. Oh. This is why I don't like this boss. He tends to kick my butt a little bit. There we go. Okay, now I gotta fight King DDD with only 1 hit point. I think we're gonna dip into our extra lives. I'm almost certain. Yep. He poked me. That's okay. I'll feel much more confident going in with full HP. Oops, I missed that star. That's okay. So with King Dedede here, you gotta avoid him, and then when he uses his hammer, you gotta get that star and spit it back at him. And when he jumps, he makes 2 stars when he lands. So that's another opportunity. With the hammer, wherever you're standing, when he pulls out the hammer, that's where he's gonna hit. So you gotta stay a little bit ahead of him. Same with the jump. He lands where you are standing. Okay, that's game. Just like that. So I think that was about, I'm not timing it, I want to say that was about 17 or 18, maybe 19 minutes. Which would technically put me on the speedrun leaderboards if I wanted to, but I don't really have an interest in that, so I just want to make this content for fun and enjoyment, not to compete. Did you see that? Before we had Giga Bowser, we had Giga Kirby. Yep. Masahiro Sakurai. Went by Masa in these titles. Or these credits, rather. Went on to create Super Smash Bros. And our boy Kirby here is in Smash, as we all know. It's one of my favorite characters to play as. I'm not much of a Smash fighter myself, but I like trolling with Kirby. I just fly around and use his down B as much as I can. Fighting games aren't my bag, but, you know, if that's what people are playing, then I'll play along and have a little fun. Bye-bye. And that hard mode that I was mentioning at the beginning, once you beat the game, it tells you here how to unlock that up select an A, or up A select. And then King Dedede is going to do a little something. I love his little tantrum. That's so funny. Alright, well everyone, thanks so much for watching. That's it for this Let's Play one-shot Kirby's Dreamland. Hope you enjoyed it. Give me a like if you did. Subscribe if you want to see some more content like this. I do, currently I'm doing a Let's Play of Chrono Cross every Monday and some variety every Friday. Starting next Friday, we're going to be doing another Game Boy game. I'm going to leave you in suspense as to which one it'll be. But the other one I have in mind is another one of my old favorites, so we'll be talking mechanics and secrets and all that fun stuff in that game too. Alright, thank you all so much. Bye.